Our guest in this segment is Steve Sutherland, CEO of Konami Gaming. And Steve, we'll get straight to the point. What's happening at Konami?
Well, Frank, there's a lot that's been going on. Over the past year, we've changed our product direction. We had a good run with the Concerto upright and the Concerto slant, but we've decided we're going to start going in a different direction. So we've come out with two brand new product offerings on the gaming floor today. You're going to see our Concerto Opus. It's a large size cabinet, bigger video. It's 4K, Ultra HD. We've got very unique game content that's going on that. And we're also releasing, it will probably be available first quarter of next calendar year. It's our new KX43 standard slot base, once again 4K HD with some very unique link progressive content on it that's very specific to that product line. We felt we needed to do that. We've seen the market shift from more of a low-level standalone progressive to more aspirational jackpots. So what you're seeing the company do is step into more the link progressive, symbol-driven type jackpots versus the mystery type jackpots we've done in the past. So exciting times for us, and we think we're going to be able to leverage that going forward.
Great. You're an entertainment company.
Correct.
How do you see the evolution of the slot floor? Is it more entertainment oriented today?
I think all of us in the industry, we're seeing the logical progression, but I think we're seeing an escalated change out of what needs to happen game-wise. We're seeing a fall off of the typical demographic of slot player. We as Konami, and I believe our competitors, and I think the operator base, I know a number of looking at us to appeal to a broader segment of the marketplace. As we discussed last year and probably a few years before, is more skill-based gaming. I'd rarely like to relabel it. Let's find innovative components that will attract that next generation gamer. And there's a number of things we have to do, from gameplay, how they interact with the machine. If we take a look, myself, my demographic, we're used to having, utilizing money, physical money, putting into a bill acceptor. That next generation uses mobile phones. They're using things like Venmo, et cetera. So how do we get them to address a machine? It's a generation that doesn't have money in their pocket. They want that transaction to be completely electronic, et cetera. But even more importantly, the gameplay. How do we appeal to them? They don't want to play the games that, our generation has grown up on, my parents, my grandparents, et cetera. They're looking for a different experience. So Konami will slowly be stepping in and pulling into that amusement consumer software library and bringing that, to the marketplace. We started with our Frogger game. We've brought in Castlevania. And more importantly, I think to appeal to that next generation gamer is our Beat Square product line. We've shown that at a few shows. We've been retooling that product. And we're trying to think, what's the best way to roll that product out into the marketplace, because I believe it will be successful. It can be a major tournament product for the industry, and it can definitely attract a different generation of play. The nice thing about that product, it lends itself to social type play, more bracket type tournament play. We've got the physical component of the machine, so if those patrons come in the machine, the casino wants to market to them, it can either be a tournament product or we can have that skill-based type play as a gambling type feature. That product lends itself very well in that field.
2 or 3 years ago, skill-based was the buzzword.
Right.
We don't hear as much about it anymore, but I gather from what you're saying that evolution continues.
The evolution continues. We renamed the department that was pursuing those products to innovative gaming. I think there was too much focus, you say skill-based. You've got regulatory hurdles we have to overcome. We've got operator hurdles we have to overcome because the product hasn't performed as of yet. The experience has not, done exceptionally well within the industry. So we said innovative gaming. So skill can be one component of that. So we just need to bring innovative features that will appeal to that next generation.
One of the themes that you personally have struck in the last few years is the need for casinos to get back to being more interactive with their customers.
That's correct. I have an overriding concern myself in my position. You know, it commenced with the implementation of the bill acceptors that, you know, the floor personnel were reduced significantly, and I understand that labor cost is a very significant component for the operator, for the suppliers, et cetera. With ticket in, ticket out, in effect, what we as suppliers provided to the operator community is a solution that doesn't rely upon a lot of floor personnel and that personal interaction. So if we take a look today, there's many players, they go, their engagement is, you know, putting money into the machine. If they're lucky enough to have a win, their next play, you know, interactions with a ticket redemption device. And in most cases, no interaction with those people. So that creates an issue for the entire industry. And more importantly, if you want to talk about innovative gaming, skill-based gaming, where are those slot attendants to assist in getting those patrons, okay, engaged with those games? And we as suppliers, we have to invest, but where's that recurring investment on the backside? So, you know, it's a major concern of mine at this point in time.
Are there things that Konami is doing to address that concern?
Absolutely. You know, I believe probably either later today or sometime this week you'll be up, you know, touring our booth. We've been working a lot. There's a lot of new players that come into casinos. I see them try to engage with a machine. They're unsuccessful. They go to another patron, they try to engage. They try to go do it by themselves, they're unsuccessful. So what we're trying to do is, in all our play dynamics, is to give the players that can at least get the dollar bills in the machine and engage, to truly understand the complexity of the game, to simplify that through our player user interface, that if you bet up, there's a greater value proposition to them and to the casino. So there's maybe greater reward by betting up, because there's a lot of times people wish they had bet up and they had failed to do so.
What are the one or two products people coming by the Konami booth absolutely must see this year?
I think if we really take a look where the operator base is, because we've had a good run with our Concerto series, I think there's going to be very significant interest in our new KX43 cabinet with the 4K Ultra HD. But I think it's a great cabinet. It's going to be a standard cabinet in our portfolio. We have great game dynamics, I mean, you know, on that product. But at the same point in time, I think they're going to be very happy to see that we haven't forgot, you know, our core base, that we have game designs, Money Galaxy, Thunder Arrow, that will, you know, support our current install base that's out there. But a lot of very unique progressives that we're releasing, and for us, very key to us is that symbol-driven link progressive with aspirational jackpots. So I think we know, because we've done a lot of pre-G2E meetings with key customers, they're excited about a number of things. So I would say it's that and a number of different game dynamics we're coming out with.
Okay, great. Steve, very informative.
All right, thank you, Frank.